Hello and welcome to another free lesson from LessonRating.com. In this lesson we're going to, again, talking about the 2-5-1 progression, but here we're going to get a little bit more complex about what ideas that you can use as far as voicings for your left hand. So we're going to go through explaining what these voicings are. They don't have the root. And there's an A and a B inversion of them. In this video, we're going to talk about the A inversion. And so let's get right into it, starting with 2-5-1, D minor to G to C. And let me just spell out the chords here so you can see what they are. But this is typically what you're going to play in your left hand while filling it out with lines and improvising with your right hand. So gives it a nice harmonic cushion to play under for your right hand to embellish with. So how are these formed? There's a couple ways to look at it. First, remember that none of these have the root in the chord. This first, the D minor, it has, if you look at it, you've got the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and the 9th. And then just like in the 3-note voicings, to get to the 5 chord, you're just going to bring the 7th down a half step. So there's your G. And with the G, you've got the 7th, the 9th, the 3rd, and the 13th. So it gives a real nice sound. And then going to the 1, you're going to bring that 7th down again. And now you've got a C major 7 with the 9 on the top. So there's the 3rd, 5th, major 7th, and 9th. And one way to look at these, you always want to remember what key you're in and what actual chord you're playing over. But if it helps you, you can think about the 2 chord, the D minor here, just looks like a root position F major 7. So if you can see that in this hand, just looks like a root position F major 7. There's our 5 chord, the G. And then the 1 chord, this C major 7 with the 9, it just looks like a E minor 7. So think of building a minor 7 off the 3rd of the chord that we're talking about. So 1 chord is like a minor 7 off of the 3rd. The 2 chord, this B minor 7, is like a major 7 off of the 3rd. So that helps you. That's one way to think of it, but again, always keep in mind what key you're in so that you don't get confused thinking about F major 7 while playing, D minor 7, because they are 2 different chords. So with that said, I'm just going to play around all the keys with this particular voicing in just my left hand so that you can see what it sounds like, and certainly you'll need to practice this as well, going through all the keys and then through different versions of this as well, which we'll get to. So let's go ahead and start the backing track and play through this in all the keys. Okay, so that is, again, going through all the 2-5-1s in all keys, using these left-handed 4-note rootless voicings in the A position. So there's another position that you can do them in, which we'll get into in the next video, but definitely some real nice sounds to play with, and start getting that comfortable under your left hand. Play with some of the rhythmic ideas once you get it comfortable. And then start adding some left hand lines and soloistic ideas to it. But if you have any questions on this, certainly feel free to email us or visit our site at LessonRating.com, where we've got more free lessons for you. Otherwise, we'll see you for the next video. Thank you.